This video is proudly sponsored by my friends over at Mid-America Fence Supply.
I have the Nationwide Traverse Latch and the TB175 hydraulic gate closer. Today I'm going to show you how to install them and how good they work. Let's start with the latch. So starting with the Keystone Traverse Latch. This thing is really good, and it's a great choice for self-closing gates, maybe around poolside. We sell a lot of these at ozfence.store. They're available now in 2.5 inch and 5 inch post. Let's start with talking about the spacing of your post. This particular latch is going to require roughly 1 inch in between the gate and the gate latch post. So in our demonstration here, you can see we have relatively close to 1 inch, and this unit slides over top of your post and is installed with a couple of screws on the back side. So now that we have this in position, let's talk about the striker bar. So this is installed also with 2 speed screws that come with this particular latch, and it is installed right next to the catch here. And as you can see, you have a little bit of wiggle room as to that inch we were talking about earlier. It could be a little less or a tad bit more. Now that we're done covering that, let's go ahead and install it. So just like that, in a matter of about 10 seconds, we have one part installed on the post. Now that we have the catch to the striker bar installed with a couple of speed screws, we're now gonna figure out where we want to install the striker bar. And to do that, we're just gonna put it up against the gate and position it to where it's going to run into the catch. And then we'll go ahead and put a screw here and a screw here. Now that we have the 2 screws installed on the front of the striker bar, we can open it up and see that there's also a spot for a couple of screws on the side of the gate upright. Let's go ahead and put a couple screws there. So we just finished installing the Traverse Latch. What makes the Traverse Latch cool is that it can mount on the right side of a post, or it can be altered to latch on the left side of your gate, depending upon what application you want. The striker bar and the button release on the back can come out, and you can switch sides depending upon what application you're using. Another really cool feature is that it comes with a set of keys, and it can be locked from either side depending upon what side of the fence you're on. On the back side, it has a very convenient push-in button to get out. You just push the button in. Unlike some other latches that have weird metal mechanisms or other things, this latch is great and makes it easy for anybody to use. So now that we covered the Nationwide Traverse Latch and the different orientations you can put it in, let's move on to the hydraulic gate closer.
Real quick guys, apologies, but are you tired of your suppliers running out of fencing materials right before your big job? You're gonna wanna check out Mid-America Fence Supply. I'm not saying they have the world's supply of fencing materials, but they've got a decent chunk of it.
All right, now we're ready for the TB175 hydraulic gate closer. So this is pretty straightforward and simple. It comes with the hydraulic gate closer and a couple of speed screws for mounting onto your hinge post. So now let's talk about the spacing of this. The instructions recommend 8 3/4 inch from your center pivot point of your hinges to install the screw that then goes into the front side of this closer. So the center pivot line would be talking about the exact center mark of where your hinges pivot. So from here, we're gonna measure over 8 3/4, and that's where we'll be putting this screw into the gate frame. Okay, now that we got the guide roller installed onto our actual gate, the next step is pretty easy. On the back side of our hydraulic gate closer, we have a channel for the guide roller to go into. So we're going to bring it up to the guide roller and push it into place where it catches. Then we're gonna screw 4 screws into these holes. Oops, sorry man. So now that we have everything installed, you can look inside of the hydraulic gate closer and you can notice a Phillips head screw in here. That screw is going to be used to adjust two things. One, the closing speed of the gate, and number two, the latching speed. So this particular gate closer has two different mechanisms inside of it, and that one screw is used to adjust both things. So if you're wanting to adjust the latching speed, you're going to do that with the door shut, and then by going counterclockwise, you're going to make it go faster. By going clockwise, you make it go a little slower. This is what we would deem the latching speed. After the gate has closed the majority of the way, what's left is the latching speed, which we have set right about there. The other adjustment is the actual door closing speed, which is when it's out here, it's going to go at that speed until it reaches right here, and then it's going to be the latching speed. So in order to adjust the latching speed, just remember to have the door closed and make your adjustments. And then in order to adjust the actual gate closing speed, you're going to want to do that with the door all the way open. And then same thing with the screw, you go counterclockwise to make it swing faster, clockwise to make it go a little slower. So for us, right now, the gate closing speed is about how we would normally do it, nice and easy, until it gets to the latching phase where we want it to have a little extra oomph to get into the striker catch. So there you go, we covered it. The nationwide traverse latch, how to install it and how it works, and also the TB175 hydraulic gate closer, how to install it and how to adjust it. I hope that you found this video helpful. Both of these items are for sale on our website at ozfence.store. These are probably our top sellers, mainly for pool gates. Both of these things can be used for a variety of different types of gates. They're really popular in pool gates and pool fences, and you can find them at ozfence.store. Let us know in the comments, what do you think? Do you like them? What's your point of view? Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you think in the comments below. And we'll see you guys next week.